Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad SYAHMIE bin ZAHARI and my matrix number 1191926. Today we're going to share and present to you guys about our group assignment about historical development of halal cosmetic in our country. Before we got into more further, we must understand what is cosmetic. According to Dr. Zalina, who is a researcher of halal cosmetic in University Malaya, she mentioned that cosmetic is a essential need of human being that consume in external part of our body. As long as it's not consumed into the internal part of our body, it can be considered as cosmetic, which function to groom or to remove the body odors such as body lotion, shampoo, and deodorant. Cosmetic in our country start of very more early compared to the halal cosmetic. Unfortunately, we doesn't even have the specific date about cosmetic revolution in our country, but I do believe that our old folks, they probably have their own ways, which their traditional ways to groom themselves, such as they use the coconut husk to remove the body odor at that time. The halal cosmetic demands started to grow in our country because the internal consumer in our country mostly Muslim, because Islam is our official religion. Basically, more than half population in our country practice Islam as their religion. So it gives the idea for the early entrepreneurs, which is Safi group, try to prepare the halal, try to fulfill the halal cosmetic needs of our Malaysian people. And then halal cosmetic also is part of the government initiative, which to implement halal elements in every sector. Both of these initiative run by Department of Malaysian Standard and JAKIM. Any enhancement regard to these matters gradually starting to grow as concern matters for the past 3 decades. Since the early involvement of halal cosmetic started around 1980s. The early history which is happened around 1980s, according to Pooja Hashim and Zulkifli Hashim in 2013 in their research study, they mentioned that halal elements slowly and unofficially started to spread into the cosmetic products, which Safi group tried to initiate the halal elements into their commercial product officially in 1985, after 5 years of their involvement into this industry. Basically, before 1985, there is no official halal cosmetic product available at that time. Most of the product that being commercially used into the supermarket, most of them were the product that we actually import from the other country. Because basically that time we still try to develop our own identity, or try to establish our well-funding as a country. However, in 1985, there is no specific bodies to monitor, to govern the halal elements. And after 1996, Department Standard of Malaysia officially established. And then in early 1997, JARKIM also officially established, and these two were the crucial organization behind the implementation of halal. Over the years, the concept of halal continues to be explored until today. Next, we move to the pioneer leader of halal cosmetic in Malaysia, which is SYAHMIE brand, which introduced in 1980. SYAHMIE brand was the company that produced the cosmetic and personal healthcare product. They also create and fully owned by locals, which under the Wipro and Unza Sdn Berhad. Their primary market was in Malaysia, which we often see their product into the shelf of cosmetic section in every supermarket in our country, but now already penetrated Indonesia and aim to fit into China stores. Other than be as a biggest and most stable cosmetic company in our country, SYAHMIE Group also have their own research institute, which called as SYAHMIE Research Institute, or SRI. SYAHMIE SRI is one of the massive institute on skincare and cosmetic studies. SRI also one of the well-established and also one of the advanced research institute of human skin. SYAHMIE brand also recognized by both JAKIM and Majlis Ulama Indonesia as a halal product.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Aswandy Yusli. Nomor matric 111-197. I would like to continue our presentation about the subtopic background of halal certification on cosmetic and personal care product. Okay, since Malaysia has a clear vision to position itself as halal hub globally, The government of Malaysia has been tirelessly exerting many efforts to achieve this goal. In addition, Malaysia has established the Halal certification for foods, beverages, consumable products including cosmetic through the Islamic Development Department Malaysia JAKIM and also through State Islamic Council JAIS. This certification has been gaining the international recognition in the global marketplace. Furthermore, the Malaysian Halal certification is issued by the government itself, unlike other countries where Halal certificates are endorsed by Islamic Association only. Malaysia had launched the Halal certification, which is MS 1500 in 2004 of August, with the commitment of its government to create practical guidelines for Halal compliance. This standard has been developed in accordance with ISO methodologies after several years of continuous hard work to introduce the first Halal standard globally. After many years of hard work, the National Body of Standardization and Quality, which is SYAHMIE, has completed the Malaysia standard, which provide comprehensive guidelines and also requirement for production, preparation, handling, and also storage of halal product. This certification to ensure the compliance with GMP and also to compliance with GHP, and is also mostly widely recognized logo in the world. The certification body responsible for granting halal certification is of course JAKIM as a competent authority. For the cosmetic and personal care, the product that require halal certification, the product must comply with Malaysian standard MS 2200-2008 requirement. And halal standard in Malaysia are developed through consensus by committees which comprise of balanced representation of producer, users, consumer, and other with relevant interests. Standard development process is accessible to all interested parties through representation in industry standard committee, technical committee, and also working group. Furthermore, the technical committee on halal food and also Islamic consumer good, including the halal product, which developed the Malaysian standard, consists of the representative from following organization. First and foremost, of course, Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, which is JAKIM, as a chairman. And next, Institute of Islamic Understanding Malaysia IKIM, Department of Veterinary Services, Ministry of Health SYAHMIE, and the Cosmetic, Toiletry and Fragrance Association of Malaysia. There are many more other participation from other agencies, both from government or also NGO. The participation and representation of many interested parties such as government and also NGO is to ensure the standard efficiency and efficiency. They can play an important role in ensuring the halal product are not distorted or misappropriated, while also protecting customers' right to get clean and safe product in accordance with Islamic law, and the product must comply with the concept Thayyiban, which cover purity, purify, purity, cleanse, and quality. Okay, next topic is about MS 2200 in 2008. Okay, according to this standard, there are also very comprehensive guideline and requirement to be fulfilled as a industry player for halal cosmetic. In terms of product processing, handling, and also distribution, the following requirements must be complied with according to this standard for the cosmetic and personal care product to consider as halal. Firstly, the processing lines, tools, and utensils should be dedicated for halal production only. Next, the product or its ingredients do not contain any component or product of animal that are non-halal, which is clearly forbidden, such as pig, or product of animal are not slaughtered according to Islamic law. Next, the product does not contain anything in any quantity that declare as a najis. Next, the product or its ingredients are safe and not harmful. Furthermore, the product is prepared, processed, and manufactured using equipment and facilities that are free from contamination with najis or haram materials. And lastly, during the preparation, processing, and packaging, storage, and also transportation, it shall be physically separated from any other foods that does not meet the requirement specified in I mentioned above. Meanwhile, for the packaging and labeling, each container should be marked legibly and indelibly, or a label shall be attached to the container and the information on the product. And also the label shall be consistent with the the labeling requirement in guideline for control of cosmetic product in Malaysia, which is National Pharmaceutical Control Bureau. And the labeling and advertising shall also not contravene with the principle of Islamic law and shall not display indecent element with against it. Lastly, this standard can bring the some serious. Okay, next is about the issue regarding ingredients in halal cosmetic. Generally, halal aspect in the cosmetic industry have received great attention due to the revelation of the inclusion of halal and haram ingredient and substances in cosmetic and personal care product. In the cosmetic production, all ingredients must be examined and must meet halal regulation. This is to ensure the ingredients purity, safety, quality and sources, as well as to comply with the term Thayyiban. According to the Malaysian Standard 2008, the sources of ingredient of halal cosmetic goods can include halal animal, land or aquatic, plants, microorganism, alcohol, chemical and many more, as long they are no hazardous and not considered as najis. The inclusion of alcohol also bring the confusion and bring some issue to the Muslim, whether it can use it or not. According to this standard, the alcohol can be used as long the sources from they are no from sources from the alcoholic drink or the process in making khamr. Furthermore, all land animal are halal, with the exception of pigs and also the animal that not slaughtered according to the Sharia law, which are plainly prohibited and considered as a najis. Thus, collagen and also placenta from this animal, which is halal, to do or make it as a ingredient in a halal cosmetic or personal care. Besides that, anything from human origin is not allowed in halal practices, which human placenta and also cystine from human hair also not permitted in halal cosmetic. All aquatic also animal also halal as long they are not poisonous and also not considered as najis. The ingredient and derivative from plant origin can be used. This is not normally an issue. It's become an issue only if the plant are processed in an unhygienic manner or processed together with unlawful, which is haram ingredient, or contain najis. Therefore, the ingredient in cosmetic product must be stated on labels on every packaging for the information of customer to ensure the ingredients are allowed and to overcome the confusion among the Muslim out there. Okay, the next topic is the emergence of halal cosmetic product on personal care. Okay, since Malaysia known as a biggest halal hub in the world, the demand from halal industry in Malaysia rapidly grows. According to ID Zulkarnain in his article that he wrote, cosmetic and personal care product represent approximately $1.8 billion or 5% of the total value Malaysian halal export. Cosmetic have emerged among industry players as a result industry rapid growth. According to HDC, which is Halal Development Corporation, there are 9 big companies in Malaysia export halal cosmetic to destinations such as in the map like Asia countries, China, Europe, Middle East and also USA. This is Clara International Beauty and also Sendayu Tinggi Holdings Dian Berhad, Simplicity and also Alliance Cosmetics Sdn Berhad that market the Silky brand. Okay, according to the Abdul Waswidi, in his article, there are many factors that contribute to the emergence of the wave of bulk demand for halal cosmetic and personal care product. Some of these factors are because of the growing number of Muslims worldwide. The next is the rise of awareness among the global Muslim consumer about the ingredients of the cosmetic and personal care product and their concerns about the halalness of this product to avoid using a product with alcohol and the other product that contain najis and harmful ingredient. Thirdly, the global consumer for cosmetic product have very much concern about the safety and also the quality of cosmetic products, since some of these product contains dangerous substances. And lastly, since there are some Muslim countries lead the efforts to be a global halal hub such as Malaysia, this encourage Muslim consumer to demand for Sharia compliant products. For those and other reasons, the mainstream cosmetic industry can learn from halal cosmetic and its value on how satisfy the global halal cosmetic demand. However, Muslim consumer can find powerful allies who can supply them with safe and Sharia compliant product. Okay, in the conclusion, the demand for halal cosmetic and personal care product has risen in recent years, particularly among the Muslim consumer. But surprisingly, the demand for halal cosmetics comes not only from Muslim, but also from non-Muslim. However, their main concern is more on the safety, cleanliness, and also the quality of the cosmetic product, since some of the products contain harmful substances. Hence, the establishment of halal cosmetic standard in Malaysia is crucial, since it establishes practical standards for halal certification and the use of the halal logo. Halal industry in Malaysia seem rapidly grow due to the historical development halal cosmetic in Malaysia. There are many participation both from government and also from non-government agency to develop and embark the comprehensive guideline and the requirement that has been now known globally. The strict criteria imposed the halal cosmetic standard will ensure that JAKIM and MAN will only issue halal certificate to product which are considered as halalan thayyiban. Moreover, the halal standard also serve as a mechanism to monitor and enforce the halal certification integrity. As such, necessary action will be taken against any halal certificate holder who fail to comply with this standard. Lastly, as a Muslim Malaysian, we must proud to our government and also NGOs which is participate in developing halal standard in Malaysia, especially JAKIM, who lead them to the advancement of developing standard regarding halal industry in Malaysia and worldwide. Because of their hard work, in many years, Malaysia is in the top as the biggest halal hub in the world. That's all from us. Thank you.